And good afternoon. It's Marion Robbins again, inviting you to come and join me for some chair yoga. And welcome to this session of chair yoga. It was fun to do it last Monday. I learned a lot. I hope that I don't lose my microphone the way I did last Monday. And hold it closer to your mouth, he's saying. Okay, is this better? Yes? So because I'm moving, this might change, and if so, I hope that somebody will let me know. In any case, I'm glad to be here. I did miss seeing your faces in front of me. It is very different to be giving this class to a lot of empty chairs. So anyway, you need a sturdy chair to sit on, preferably without any arms because we need to move, and preferably not a nice big comfy chair so we can sit nice and upright. And as I said last week, on Monday, what we want to do during this session, during the whole session, except when we really let go and relax, is to be lifting. So imagine that you have a loving hand right above your head, and you want to press up as if you're trying to reach that hand with the crown of your head. And then, just my mic, he says. I can't do better than that, John. Okay. Where was I? Yes, and we want to engage our middle, so the lower belly muscles and the back muscles, you want to kind of pull them in and up so that we're sitting upright. So rather than giving in or giving up to the pull of gravity, we want to be sitting up nice and tall. And then if you look down at your knees, the knees should be pretty much the same distance as the hip joints and in a straight line. And then right below the knees are the heels, again in a straight line. And then the toes follow the knees. So it's pretty much straight angles all the way. So we're going to begin by closing. Oh, before I begin, let me just say this one other thing, is that this is an exercise or a practice of being in our bodies, being inward, feeling our bodies, feeling our breath. And by doing that, we get in touch with our deepest essence, our deepest self. Normally, we're not aware of our deepest self. We're very much in our thoughts, and in these very, very difficult, challenging times, those thoughts really kind of take over. It's very hard to get away from them. So this is a practice of going inward. It doesn't matter if you can do things the way I'm doing it. You can do it less, that's fine. You just do exactly what your body can do. And there's no judgment, there's no right or wrong. Just trying to move and enjoy the movement as much as possible. So let's close our eyes. And let your weight relax into the support of the chair. So kind of let go into the chair, into the support of the chair, so that you feel you're being held by the chair. Feel your feet also touching the floor. It can be just your feet inside your shoes. That's fine. But you want to feel the contact between the earth underneath and your own feet, your own being. Listen to the noises, the sounds around you, if there are any. Just listening to sounds around you. And feel the temperature of the air on your skin. You might feel the temperature of your clothing on your skin, which is warmer. And then notice what you see behind your closed eyelids. You might see nothing, just darkness, maybe lights, maybe colors, maybe images. What is present for you right now behind your closed eyes? And then notice what taste might be in your mouth. And are there any smells in your vicinity? Any smells? And then go inward and feel your breath. Put your awareness on your nostrils and just feel the temperature of the air as it goes into the nostrils and as it comes out of the nostrils. And is there a difference? And then notice what is moving in your body as you breathe. Is it just the air going in through the nose? What is happening inside the body as you breathe? So like last Monday we did this practice, put one of your hands on your lower belly, or you can put both hands on the lower belly, and feel the movement underneath your hands as you breathe in and out. As we breathe in, the belly tends to expand as the diaphragm comes down, pushing into the organs. As we exhale, the diaphragm comes up and we contract the belly. Breathing in, the belly expands. And breathing out, the belly contracts back to the spine. Do this a few more times, feeling the movement of the breath in the belly. You might also feel the lower back as you notice your breath moving there. You can feel how the back also expands out and then contracts back into the middle. Next time you breathe in, put one of your hands on your chest area, around your heart. Breathe in, feel the belly expand. Notice how this chest area lifts a little bit, rises and expands as well. And as we exhale, it contracts and it releases downward. Breathing in, there's an expansion of the belly, the rib cage, the chest. As we exhale, there's a contraction, a letting go, down. You can put your hands on your lap if you like, continue to breathe in. And we want to make the breath now very long, very slow, very full. Breathing in all the way to the end of the inhalation. There's a little pause, and then breathing out all the way to the end of the exhalation. And there's a natural little pause. So we'll do a few more breaths like this, just feeling the breath inside the body. Notice that we feel the breath not just in the front of the body, but also in the back of the body and underneath the armpits as well. As we breathe in, we expand. As we breathe out, we contract. One more delicious breath in and out like this. Feel that your whole body is breathing and then letting go. And we'll do a couple more breaths like this. So the whole body is breathing, receiving life through the breath, and then letting go of what it doesn't need anymore for life. Every cell in the body is receiving and letting go, expanding and contracting. And you can release that breathing practice now and just scan your body all the way, starting at your face, And notice if there's any tightness around your eyes, in the jaw, the back of the head, maybe the shoulders. Letting it all relax and release and let go. Relaxing and letting go. And when you finish that scan, bring your awareness to your heart and notice what is in your heart right now. What are you feeling? It's very natural and normal to be feeling anxiety or fear, tightness. And if that's the case, just let it be there as it is without trying to change anything. Just give it over. But notice what it is that you want to receive for yourself. And whatever that is, affirm it to yourself as if it's already happened. I want to be safe and protected. You can say, I am feeling safe and protected. I am peaceful. I am relaxed. I'm having a good time. Whatever it is that you want for yourself. Good. And then you can open your eyes. All right. So if you're the owner of a cat or a dog, you've probably noticed that when they are sleeping, when they wake up from a sleep, they stretch. And it's pretty much going like this. It's coming inward, and then they just stretch. And this is called pandiculation. So you might do this for yourself right now. Just listen to your body. Feel your body. How do you want to stretch? Whatever way. It doesn't have to be like I'm stretching. It can be whatever way you feel like stretching. Just give yourself a delicious stretch. And let it go. And then we're going to be working with energy, so bring your hands together and rub them together. Bring the energy up between the hands. And we're going to be working with the meridians, which are these energetic channels in the body tied to the different organs. And we're going to be tapping them, which will stimulate them to wake up, let the energy flow. So we begin at the crown chakra, the top of the head, and we say to ourselves, I am open and connected to a higher power. I am open and connected to a higher power. And then above the eyebrows, I am healthy and fully alive. I am healthy and fit and fully alive. Outside the eyebrows, at the outside of the eyebrows, I let go of anger and resentment. I assert myself peacefully. And then right at the cheekbones, I trust the process of life. I trust the process of life. And then under the nose, I am grounded in gratitude. I am grounded in gratitude. Right underneath the mouth, I am centered in spirit. I am centered in spirit. And then these magical spots right underneath the collarbone, a little bit down and in where there's nice soft tissue here, tapping that, and that is the kidney meridian, the fight or flight response. And here we say, I go forward with courage. I go forward with courage. Great. And then right in the center of the chest, the breastbone, the thymus gland, my immune system is strong and healthy. And we want to keep our immune system strong and healthy. Right now this helps. My immune system is strong and healthy. And then right underneath, at the bottom of the ribs, right at the lowest ribs, coming in, and then right under the armpits, I nourish myself with kindness. I nourish myself with kindness. Great. Good. And then lean forward gently and making a soft fist with your hands. Just lean forward and then begin to come all the way up and all the way down, tapping on either side of your spine. Good. And then come back to the center and relax. And just take a pause for a moment. Feel your breath again. Feel how the rhythm of the breath has changed just with that practice. Good. And we're going to be tapping on the lung meridian today. The lung meridian begins here in this soft tissue right at the edge of where the arm is hooked into the torso. Right in here, the lung meridian, and it runs right down the inside of the arm to the tip of the thumb. That's the lung meridian. So to keep those lungs open and healthy, we want to tap on it. So we start tapping like this and go just right down the inside of the arm all the way to the tip of the thumb, to the side of the nail, and then come back up. Tapping, 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 and then do it. Let's do it one more time. Good. And then taking your hand, just give this nice fleshy part of the thumb a little massage there. If you massage the thumb and all the way to the edge, and this fleshy part especially, we are opening and clearing the lungs. So you might want to do that now that we are facing this virus. So let's do the other side, starting here at the inner arm, all the way down to the tip of the thumb, and then all the way back. And all the way down. So this is something you can do as much as you like during the day. You cannot overdo it. It stimulates the lung meridian to work and the lungs to be healthy and open. Just one of the benefits of doing yoga is because we focus so much on the breath. Good. And now let's work a little bit with our hands. And again, this is good for our brain as well as our hands. And we're going to be touching our fingers with the thumb. So we're going to begin by touching the pinky fingers with the thumb and opening, and then the ring fingers, and then the middle fingers, and the index fingers. And let's go backward. Middle, ring, and little finger, and ring, and middle, and index. And now we're going to change to the pinky and the index and the middle, back to the index, and then the ring finger and the pinky and the index and the ring finger and the middle finger and the pinky, and then shake your hands. Good. And then one more thing for the hands and for the energy in our body. Bring your hands together and let the heels of the hands not separate, so let them touch. And then just tap your fingers together. This will feel fun. So all the fingers are working, tapping. And this is, again, good for the brain. The left side of the brain and the right side of the brain are communicating at the moment. And it should feel good. And then let your arms drop down to your lap. Bring your awareness to your hands right now and feel the life that is in your hands. You can feel pulsing, maybe some tingling. That's energy flowing in your hands. And then imagine that your hands are like flowers, and we're going to open the petals, just open them as wide as we can. Open those hands as wide as you can. We can take one hand and just pull the fingers away from the palm. Really open. We have a built-in need to control our environment. That's the way we are built, human beings. And right now, the need to control is very strong because we feel out of control. So opening the hands like this helps us to let go of that need to control so much. And let's shake. And imagine that we're like a tree and we're shaking not just the hands and the fingers, but the elbows, and shake the shoulders, And shake your back and your belly. Shake the belly button. Shake your buttocks. And shake your leg. And shake the other leg. Shake everything. Shake your head. Good. And release. Once again, pause and just feel the effect of these very simple movements that we've done on the body. How much more alive you feel right now. So let's bring our hands interlaced right above the head. And without pulling, just letting them rest there, without pulling, take a deep breath in, get taller, and as we exhale, the hands move back a little bit, and we're going to let the chin drop to the chest. And we're just going to stay here now. And the weight of the hands and arms will help release the back of the neck. So we're breathing nice and slow, big, long, full breaths in and out, inviting the neck to relax, to stretch. Letting it go. You can let go of sound. Let's do that. Let's take a breath in and sigh it out. Let's do that again. And sigh it out. One more time. Big breath in. Good. And then allow the head to come back up. And just take one of your hands and squeeze back here. These are very tight muscles where we carry the weight of the world. Squeeze one side and the other side. Good. And then one last exercise for the neck. We all tend to carry our heads forward. We want to know what's happening next. Plus, it's just habit. We just carry ourselves a little bit with the head forward. So all we're going to do here is press the chin back, as if we're pressing with the back of the head against something back here, the wall or something. So let it come forward and then back. And all the double chins will come out. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and let that chin come back. Inhale and exhale one more time. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to make a very strange, funny face. We're going to tighten our face as tight as possible because we carry a lot of tension in our face, especially our jaw. So we're going to take a deep breath in, tighten the whole face. Hold. And let it go. And then move everything in your face. Move your nose, your jaw, your eyes, and relax. And take another break. And notice the feeling in the face. Maybe you can feel the arms, the neck, the hands. Where is your breath? Where do you feel it? And remember your intention. What do you want to receive through this practice? And are you giving this to yourself? Okay, let's open our eyes and let's start moving now through the body, all the joints. So let's work with our shoulders. So just like we did last time, shoulders up, way up, and then back, and then drop them down towards the waist. Up, back, and down. So these are shoulder circles or shoulder rolls. Do them with your breath. You're breathing in and out. And make them kind of yummy, delicious, not forcing it, but just enjoying moving. It's as if we're squeezing something between our shoulder blades back there. Nice. Another way of doing it is to put your fingers on our shoulders. Keep the elbows up, and then we're going to bring our elbows together, up as high as you can, and then down and around. So inhaling and exhaling. Good. Beautiful. And one more time. And release. And we love to do this in chair yoga. We lift our shoulders up as tight as we can, and then we drop them. And we say, so what? So what? Because that's the truth. So what? So what? And just feel the relief of saying, so what? This is the way things are, so what? Good. And relax. So let's work a little bit now with our spine. Remember, the spine starts right here at the occipital ridge, goes all the way down to the tailbone. Lots of vertebra going all the way. And all these vertebra have joints between them. We want to keep them juicy and flexible. So let's begin by inhaling our arms up and keep them overhead, keep the fingers overhead, kind of plugged into the sky. But relax the shoulders. Let them drop. They don't have to work right now. And all we're going to do here is engage your core, your belly muscles, and begin to go to one side and to the other side. Keep the arms by the sides of the ears so they don't come forward or back. Side to side. So imagine you're moving through water and feel how the spine is moving, the ribs are moving, stretching one side of the rib cage and then the other. Let's do a couple more here. This one side. Can you make this fun for yourself? Can you find pleasure in it? That's what we want. Because you will practice what your body enjoys doing. Good. The next time we come up, take your right hand and put it on the outside of your knee. And then inhale and get very tall, reaching up with your fingertips. Exhale and stretch over to your right. Hold on and stretch and feel this long stretch between the fingertips all the way down to the hip. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. This is a deep stretch. One more breath in. Great. And let's inhale, come up and release and change hands. So we take our left hand onto the outside of the knee. Right hand comes up, stretch, and exhale. And reach. Keep your arm back. Don't let it come forward. Keep it back. Nice and open in here. And I just got a cramp. So continue holding that as long as you can. And release and come back up. And let's see if I can get rid of my cramp. Good. Let's open our feet wider. So very wide. Believe it or not, I still have a cramp in this side of my body. But let's see if we can continue with the class. Put your hands on your waist, and we're going to be bending from the hips and going all the way around. So come all the way to one side. Exhale as you come forward, and inhale as you come up. And forgive me, I cannot do this. I'm going to hold on here to see if I can do it. Good. Exhale. And making circles. Exhaling. Good. And release. And now bring your feet right underneath your knees again. And let's do some twisting. Maybe this will help me relieve my cramp on this side of my rib cage. So we're going to hook our fingers in front of our heart and keep the elbows up. And we're going to be twisting around the center axis like a wheel, like the old-fashioned washing machines that had kind of like a wheel, an axis in the center and these two little wings. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be moving our middle section to one side and then the other. So begin to go from one side to another. Remember to breathe. And the belly button is moving to one side and then to the other. Good. Come all the way to the right. Put your left hand on the outside of your knees. Take your other hand and either put it on the back of your chair or the top of the chair and just hold here for a moment while you breathe and really twist. You want to feel that your whole belly is twisting over to the right. And press up into the crown of the head to get as tall as possible. Big breaths, all the way down into the deepest belly. Let's do one more breath in here. When you breathe in, get as tall as possible. And as we exhale, lift this arm up and come back to the center and relax and release. So let's do the other side. We're going to take our left arm up and the right hand on the outside of the hips. Take a hold of the chair and press up through the crown of the head and really feel that twist in the middle. Breathe nice and deep. Relax the shoulders. Think some beautiful thoughts. Great. One more breath in and out. Breathe in and bring this arm up and back to the center and relax. Sit back for a moment. Hands up on the lap and just feel your body. What are you feeling? Is there warmth? Is there tingling? How is your mind? Is it quiet? Is it focused? All right, let's begin to work with our lower body now. So come to the front of the chair with your feet again right underneath your knees. And we're going to be working with the right leg first. So lift your right leg with your hands and begin to circle. So we're circling this right leg. Nice circles. If your circles are not as big as mine, that doesn't matter. One more. And then reverse the circles the other way. Other way. Just do what you can. Good. And release and relax and feel the difference between this side and this side. So let's do this side as well. Lift your left leg and begin circling. And breathe. So you're breathing in and out. One more circle. And then stop and reverse. And release. Good. And relax. We'll be doing another exercise now for the lower body, and this one really works our core strength as well. So these muscles will be working as well as these muscles in the back of the body. So we're going to be lifting the right leg and then pressing out through the heel as if you're pushing a really heavy object. So here we go. You can take a hold of your chair if you like, and inhale and push, and inhale and push, and inhale and push, and inhale and push. Two more. Inhale, push, and inhale. Really make this one count. And push, and hold for a moment. Feel these muscles working, and release. And feel the difference between the right side and the left side. And you might want to take a little bit of tapping here on these muscles. And let's do the other side. So engage your core and lift the knee and press it out. And inhale and press it out. Inhale, push a heavy object. And inhale, and at least two more. Good. And we're going to hold a little bit. Press it out and hold. Good. And release. And tap your thighs and relax. Take a moment to really feel what's happening right now in your lower body. I just realized that I forgot to work the spine in this direction and in that direction. And this is terribly important. It's so important for the health of the back. Last Monday we did it this way, but today we're going to do what we call the dolphin, which is fun to do. So come to the front of your chairs, and we want to have our knees a little bit wider than the hips, wider, because we're going to imagine that we have a nice pool of very beautiful fresh water right between our knees, and we are dolphins. And we're going to round our backs as much as possible, so we're going to tuck the chin in. And as we exhale, dive with your forehead between your knees all the way down, round your back, and then press into the hands, look up, shoulders back, and come up. We're arching the back. And now we round the back, chin to the chest, exhale, dive, and come up, inhaling, and continue like this. So we're rounding the back and arching the back. A few more times. Good. And coming up. And release and relax. Where is your breath right now? What are you feeling? How is your mind? Can you connect with your deepest desire in your heart for yourself, what it is that you want to receive? Good. And open the eyes again, and we're going to work with our toes and our ankles. So again, we're going to stretch both legs out, and soften the legs so that they're relaxed, and just begin to make circles. And I realize that some of you are not barefoot like I am. You have shoes on. That's okay, not a problem. There's just a lot more freedom of movement if you don't have shoes. If you do feel safe doing this exercise without shoes, I recommend it. If you haven't already, let's go the other direction. if we give our toes and feet room to move, there are so many joints in the foot. They really need to move and have freedom of movement for the health of the whole body. So circles, good. One direction and the other direction. And now we're going to put the heels on the floor, toes up, and we're going to squeeze the toes as hard as we can. And also imagine you're squeezing the soles of the feet, and then open the toes as far as you can. Let's do it with our hands as well. So we're going to squeeze and open and squeeze and stretch and squeeze and stretch. We're going to put our thumbs in and stretch, and the thumbs out and stretch, and in and stretch and out and stretch. One more time. In and stretch and out and stretch. Yeah. And then shake those hands and wave bye-bye with your toes. Wave bye-bye. Yeah. And if you can wiggle the toes all separately, that's great. Good. And let's come back. Pause for a moment. Connect with your breath. Feel your breath. Can you feel your heart beating? Can you feel your breath working or moving in the back body? Good. And open the eyes. And we're going to do a little bit of more vigorous movement here before we end. So we're just simply going to lift one foot and then the other as if we're marching in place, which we are. So lift, and notice that to do that, we have to engage again our core strength. So this is lifting, pulling in and lifting, lift through the crown of the head. And we're going to go a little bit faster. And we're going to bring the arms into play as well. So bend the elbows, and the elbows swing back and back and back. And we just, as if we're running, and stimulating the soles of the feet. Good. A little bit more. And release. And relax. And feel life moving in your body. I'm doing for time. All right. The last thing I'd like to do before we stop for relaxation is to stretch out your right leg, put the heel on the floor, come to the front of your chairs. All we're going to do here is stretch this leg. So bring your toes up and press out through the heel, and then bending at the hip. And we're not trying to get anywhere. We're not trying to prove anything or touch anything. We're just bending at the hip and coming forward so that we feel a real stretch in the back of this leg. The more the toes come up towards you, the more stretch you will feel. Once you're at the place where your body says, okay, stop, that's enough stretch, stop there and breathe and feel. And if you can relax into that place right now as you breathe, as you put your awareness on your breath, relax at that place, then you'll see how your body can go a little further. A little further. One more breath. And then we're going to press into the standing foot to come up and release. And take a moment to drink in the difference. What happens when we stretch, how much life and comes into the part that we have stretched. So let's do the other side. Heel on the floor, toes up, bending from the hip. Get nice and tall, inhale, and reach over this leg. And then when you have come to the place where your body says, okay, that's enough, stop there and focus on the breath and relax into it. Keep the toes up. And pressing into the standing foot. Inhale, come up, and relax. You might want to sit back in your chairs a little bit more comfortably, but stay nice and upright. Keep reaching up so that you're nice and tall, but completely relax the body. Again, let it drop into the support of the chair. Coming home to yourself now. So we've done the work. How does it feel in your body right now? Can you find places of tension in your face, around the eyes? Can you allow the eyeballs to drop deep, deep into the eye sockets? Relax the inner ears. Relax the inner mouth. Let the tongue relax at the bottom of the mouth and feel the lower jaw dropping away from the upper jaw a little bit. Come down, relax your neck and your throat. Feel your shoulders soft, relaxed. Your arms and turning the palms up. Notice the softness of your palms and how the fingers are relaxed. Letting go of any need to grip or to control. Coming into a place of non-doing. Just being with yourself. Being present to this unique being that you are. Moving back up into the shoulders. Travel down your back, feeling that the back is relaxed. The lower back and the tailbone. And then coming back up the shoulders. Let your awareness come into your upper chest. Feel the movement of your heart. Thank your heart for beating, for keeping you alive. Feel the movement of the lungs as they expand and contract with the breath. Grateful for breath. The more we can breathe consciously during these difficult times, the better. Not just for our body, but for our being, for our mind, our heart, our emotions. Coming down into the abdomen and all the abdominal organs, thanking each one for the work they do. Down into the pelvis, the hip joints. And then the pelvic floor, that area that is touching the floor, the chair. Relaxing those muscles in the pelvic floor. They tend to be tight. That's where we feel safe or not safe. So we want to relax them as much as possible. And then relaxing the buttocks. And then down the legs, upper legs, the knees, if you want to give your knees a little caressing touch. If you have knee pain or knee aches, and then coming down the lower legs into the ankles and feet. Feel the soles connected to the earth, grounded into the earth. And then all 10 toes. And then coming all the way up the body, feeling that the whole body is relaxed and that you're very present to yourself. You're home with yourself. The only thing that matters right now is this moment, this breath right now. We're going to do what's called a metta meditation in yoga. It's a meditation in loving kindness, metta, loving kindness meditation. And I will say a few sentences and you repeat them to yourself. You can do this quietly or out loud. May I be happy. May I feel safe and protected. May I be free of suffering. May I know the ease of well-being. May I enjoy deep inner peace. Focus on your breath. We're going to repeat the same sentences, but now we're going to send our attention, our intention out to our loved ones or to anyone we know who really is in deep need. With the same intention, may you be happy. May you feel safe and protected. May you know the ease of well-being. May you be free of suffering. And may you experience deep inner peace. And once again, we're going to repeat these intentions. And now we're sending these out to the whole planet, to all sentient beings, whether human or animal, or in the vegetable kingdom, mineral kingdom, all beings, seen and unseen. May you be happy. May you feel safe and protected. May you be free of suffering. May you know the ease of well-being. May you experience deep inner peace. Bring your hands to your heart for a moment and know that we old people, are like what they call heritage seeds. Heritage seeds are seeds that are kept because they are very precious. They are kept during the winter and then sown in the spring to bring new life to us. So we contain all the wisdom, all the experience of our lives. We are precious and special. And this is the time to rest and recharge ourselves. And every single thought that we have goes out into the quantum field and either adds to the goodness of the universe or not. So the more we can stay in our heart, tending the heart, in our peace, in our bodies, in our breath, the more we're contributing to the well-being of everyone. So connect again with what it is that you want for yourself. And take just a moment to really feel this connection that we have with each other, this energetic connection that we have as human beings. All one energy, one essence. And with great gratitude for this practice, for each other, for life, bring the hands to your chest, and we will bow to each other as we say Namaste.